Hello guys, and welcome to, it's a new series. It is my football manager series on Chesterfield, and as you can see, we're in the Premier League. Now in real life we're in League 1, which is not good. We're also second from bottom in League 1, which is even worse. Anyway, this episode's just going to be how we got to how I got to where I am now, and how it's gone. So if we go to schedule, so in the 2016-17 season, there's a mixed bag, as you can see. Long run of defeats at the end, but managed to come back with a win. And during that season, we we just missed out on the playoffs, finishing 7th. Then, in the next season, we finished 1st in the league, which was quite good. We came through, had this long run from, I can't even remember what the 10th month is, from October all the way through to the end of January, being undefeated, picking up mainly wins. Then started having a bit more turbulent times. Lost against Rochdale, lost against Port Vale, got to the FA Cup 6th round against West Ham, but we finished the season on a high and we were promoted. Then we went and finished 17th in the Championship. Is this the Championship season? Yes, this is the Championship season. Yeah, this is the Championship season. So we start off, win quite a few of our games, beat Red Bull Salzburg, beat Leicester, beat Standard Liège, and that's all well and good. Come through, we get off to a good start, only losing against Wolves, then proceed to go on quite a bad run. And for the rest of the year we finished 17th. That was, oh wow. And just looking at the scores, Gianluca Lapudala, who I now own, scored against me then. But yeah, finished 17th then. Then on to the 19-20 season, where we started off losing against Gillingham, came forward, won some. Had a good run of results there, and get towards the end of the season, got to the Championship playoff final, which was good against QPR, but lost 1-0. And this is because that's because we finished 5th. Then in the next season, the 2021 season, we finished 1st. Now it's a bit more of a mixed pre-season, only getting one win in it against Anderlecht, but then again we're playing against some good teams: Feyenoord, Dinamo Zagreb, Deportivo La Coruña, INFC Köln. Yes, very good. Started off with draws, which wasn't ideal. Then carried on drawing, lost 2, but then went on a good run of results. I ended up with a friendly against Manchester United because that was an international break and I had no players on international duty, so I just went and arranged a friendly. Yeah, good run of results, through to another friendly win in another international break against Tottenham. Then proceeded to have a bit of a mixed run. I had a couple of mixed results, but then got back to winning ways for managing to lose against Bristol City. Got through, ended up beating City in the FA Cup 6th round before losing to Manchester United in the FA Cup semi-final, getting to Wembley again, and that was all well and good, finishing 1st and getting promoted. So then, first season in the Premiership, finished 10th, which was good. So yeah, this is the first one in the Premiership. So started off good pre-season tour to, where was it now? No, it's pre-season tour to Portugal. Started off, lost to City in the first game, beat Tottenham, before then ended up coming up against Arsenal and Manchester United. So we had a hard start to the one, beating Crystal Palace, before losing to Chelsea, losing to Stoke, beating Fulham, losing to Watford, losing to West Ham. But then pulled together, started putting together a string of results, beat Chelsea in the league, drew with Liverpool, drawing with Manchester City, who I actually have a brilliant record against, somehow. Ended up losing to Tottenham, then Arsenal and Manchester United again, for then going on another bit of a good run, before finishing the season weekly. But finished 10th, which was good. Then, last season, we finished 8th, which was good. And so we started off again with a friendly against West Ham, lost, for going on a pre-season tour of the US, trying to build up the brand. During 0 Celta Vigo, beating Atletico Madrid and beating Juventus. During Villarreal, before another tough opening with League Cup second round interjected in there with a nice win, for losing to Stoke again 2-0. I always seem to lose to Stoke 2-0. Drawing against Leicester and then beating City 1-0, beating Brentford, drawing with Sunderland, losing to Bournemouth, then beating Wolves and Watford, before facing Man United in the 4th round of the League Cup, beating Hull 1-0, drawing with Swansea, playing Man United again and losing again. So yeah, had a couple of good results before facing Liverpool and Arsenal again, losing to, before losing to Stoke again, this time 2-1, before a little way through, ended up losing to Wolves, lost to Swansea in an FA Cup replay, for them beating Hull, and then it came to an international break, and I arranged 2 friendlies with nearby teams. So I played South Normanton and beat him 11-0 before playing Sheffield FC, who are the oldest club in they're the oldest club in the world to play association football, which is good, which is a small fact too. And they are just a couple of miles away from Chesterfield. They play in Dronfield. Yeah, for losing to Everton, beating Tottenham, and then losing 3 on the bounce and losing to West Ham again. So now this year's pre-season, beat Celta Vigo, beat Dortmund, lost to Stoke, who is my first league game again. This isn't good. Beating New York Cosmos, beating FC Dallas, beating Miami, before beating Sevilla and Royal Antwerp, before losing to Villarreal in the last couple of minutes. But yeah, just looking at the season ahead. So yeah, unknown again in the League Cup. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we've got that many tough games together. We've got Liverpool and Arsenal next to each other. West Ham's always a difficult one, but we're flanked by 2 easier games. Got Man United, but flanked by easier games. Before Chelsea, Tottenham, then Liverpool. Oh God. Before Arsenal, then West Ham again. Before finishing the season away at Manchester United. God, first time I've actually looked fully through them. Now, if I go on to transfers, it's weird. So the first season, bought in Sandrini as a free agent because Ryan Fulton's awful, and 3 people go out on loan and 1 player let go on a free. Brought in 2 people. Mitch Hancock's never really did well. He's now at Plymouth. Whereas Jason Lutwiller, well, he's retired now, but as you can see, he's had a decent career. He played for me for He played for 1 season, but he did well. He's a good servant. Finished his playing career at Portsmouth. Only made 35 appearances. retired when he's 34. He did well. A good solid keeper for me. Well, I also brought in Martin Craney on a free. He's now retired. He retired straight after leaving me. But he was a good championship centre-back for me, which was always good. And out, Ian Everton, Richie Humphries retired from playing. However, Richie Humphries is still a coach here because he is of a player. He has a player coach role at the minute. Ian Everton is just completely out of football now. But there, Sylvan Ebanks Blake has been removed from the game. Gary Liddell, who is an assistant manager, you can hire. Let Zandrini end up leaving because he only had him in 1 year, and had a bunch of players go out on loan. Then in the 18-19 season, I brought in Tofolo on a free transfer, as well as Ryan Seeger. I brought in Sebastian Mielitz from Gurufurth, I think that's it, as well as Daryl Hogan and Eric Sikos, from Chris Basham and James Wilson on free transfers, as well as also Jamie O'Hara. Conor Grant, he's a find. Conor Grant, he's still with the club now. He's playing in the Premiership. He was a leading Championship player, and I brought him in on a free, which was good. That's a nice one. As well as Johan Tavares, who recently retired after finishing with me. He wasn't getting many games, and he just chose to retire, which is fair enough. He's had a good career, and he finished it with winning. Yeah, and he did get into the Premiership with me. He won the Championship with me. Out went some of the old players who actually wasn't. Mitch Hancock's went out on loan because he's horrible. Got a load of players. Just lots of players going out on loan, as well as Tommy Lee going to Barnet for 10k. Like, he's now goalkeeping coach. What's he like on goalkeeping? Not good, but spent a long time at Chesterfield. He's a fan favourite currently. He's, as well as Angel going to Falkirk, who is now head of youth development. He's fully retired. He's 37. There, as well as James Wilson ended up going, as well as Daniel Jones went on a free, he's now fully retired after a period of time with FC Halifax. Then on to the 1920 season. I brought just one player I wanted to flag up who I brought in on a free transfer. Ryan Seeger. He's at Barnsley. He's not worth that much now. However, I sold him for 6.25 million, which was his release clause for domestic clubs in a higher division. And he was lethal for us. I didn't really manage to get a striker in that year, even though I went up. It was everyone in the team chipping in. Get a bit of that. Anyway, back on putting Joseph Colley on loan, who's now he's declared for Gambia. I did not know that. He was Swedish when I did a bit there, but he's declared for Gambia. Okay. Even though, where was his birthplace? Oh, he was born in Gambia, but he took Swedish and he got 1 cap for him, which was a bit weird. But yeah, he was a good player. I just couldn't get him permanently. Got Jason McCarthy, who's still with the club, as well as also got Michael Nitolitsky, who's now at Portsmouth, as well as I got Timon Feiner, and he was poor. He was just bad. I got him in as a bit there, but there's also Oni Dinma, who I brought. I got Christian Durso, who's wanted by Michelin Cremose, Inverness and MK Dons, but he's still with the club. There's Mikael Anderson, who's now at Southend. I bought him as a hot prospect, but he never really lived up to it. And out went a whole load of players. Many players' contracts expired, and I just let them go because I wasn't going to use him, and no one's going to say. Sebastian Mertz went to Freiburg. How's his career gone? He went to Freiburg. He then got moved down to the second tier. Now he's at FK Partizan. He shouldn't have just wanted to leave so much. He got people who went out on loan, as well as Tom Bishop, who was a decent prospect, as well as some other players go on loan. I brought in Gian Claudio Lori, who's gone to Kilmarnock. I released him, but I released him after a loan period at Ipswich. The thing is, he wasn't really cut out. He conceded 67 goals in 45 games. Wasn't really that good. Charmaine Housel, who's still a free agent, who hasn't found a club, and you know, he's a decent player. I bought in Matteo Fissori for 500k. He's still with the club. He's a first team player, and he's only been playing well. So he had 3 good seasons. Then he came to me when I was in the Championship. He did well. He's proved himself in the Premiership. And then Liam Cullum, who's now at Ipswich. I bought him in to try and find someone who's good. Mama Baldi, who's now at Bradford. He's from Guinea-Bissau. He could always do a job. As well as also Jordan Rossiter, who's still with the club and playing. He's just got a sprained ankle at the moment. There's Kyle Walker-Peters, who's still with the club and playing as my right back, although he's not classified as the best. And also Besnik Quermi, who I brought him thinking he had lots of potential, but then I just kept sending him out on loan. He played a couple of games for Barrow and was good. That's it. And then that's when Seeger left. Yet more players leaving on a free transfer before retiring, or some of them retired. And then there's loads of players who went out on loan, as well as I sold Daryl Hogan because I wasn't giving him the first team football. Then I brought in Andrea Fulgnati, who's now at Lille. Yes, I've gone through goalkeepers extremely quickly. That is something. I haven't managed to find a first team goalkeeper. That's when I brought in Gianluca Lapadula. I brought him in for 3.3 million, but it can still rise. And it's alright. He's 3-star. His acceleration's going down, as well as his agility. But he's been playing well. I brought in Nicolas Sansone. Now, you've probably actually heard of him. He's currently at Villarreal and just got signed there from Sassuolo. And he's doing decently. In this save, he went to West Ham. Didn't play very well from, went on loan to Lazio. Then I picked him up on a free when I got into the Premiership. And he's just been playing well. He's recaptured the form which he had at Sassuolo. Wilfried Kangaka, who's of course still with the club. I brought him in and he's been playing decently. As well as Greg Kilty, who's also still with the club. So I got 2 players competing for the right wing role. The thing is, I'm thinking about selling Wilfried Kangaka. He's valued at 9.75 million, so I can make a profit on him. He can only play as a right wing, whereas Greg Kilty, he can play as an attacking midfielder, and he's been playing there a bit as well. So I'll probably keep Kilty as more backup. Brought in Harry Maguire, and of course it's extremely good. It only has favourite personnel as Joe Maguire. The thing is, if I go right back to the first season, he didn't actually leave then. So there's Lawrence Maguire, who is actually Harry Maguire's brother as well. He's just been removed from the game to save space. That is the current season. That is the season before. I can't click properly. No, that isn't. This was the correct season. As well as also been Moreto Kasama. And you know, he's my star man. He wanted to leave to Benfica, but never materialised. He's wanted by West Ham, Olympique de Marseille, and Bayern Munich. Which is very illustrious. Then, a bunch of players which I got in left. Most of them still around because they've been moved into the staff. Then, yeah, there's a lot of people leaving on loan. Charlie Raglan, who's with the club at the start, but starts off on loan. I brought him in. He did well. He was always solid in the Championship, and he went on to Girona FC, and he's playing there in the second tier of Spain. And so then for this one, Tosin Adarabioyo, he's now at Man City. That's because they met the release clause. Like, he was extremely good, but now he's only a rotation, but he's earning more. Alban Lafont, who I'm amazed I managed to pick up. He's one of the best. He's got potential to be one of the best, and he's already extremely good. He wasn't playing at West Ham, so I managed to pick him up easy. Magrid Suleiman, I got cheaply. Like, I have transfer listed him because Leipzig want a bit. He is underbid from Leipzig, but he's also wanted by Saint-Etienne, Nice, Marseille, Roma, Angers, and as well as Rasenball Leipzig. So it's called, and they're giving me the 10 million, and I've also got some. So I also brought in Ben Woodburn as my big star striker. He's 3.5 star, potential to be 4 star. I think he can actually become better than that. He's only 23. He's already got 48 caps for Wales. In real life, he's at Liverpool, and last weekend from the recording. So last weekend from the recording would be the 11th. Would be when it was Saturday 11th. He actually played for Liverpool for the first time. As well as also the fact that in January back to the game. In January I bought Roberto Daniel Acosta. He's still with the club. He's Paraguayan. I bought him from Olympiacos for dead cheap. He's a first team player. He's absolutely brilliant. He's saying he's at the best he can be, but I think I can, with games and performing well, I can actually push him up just a little bit higher. Because I always seem to get players out. Like, this is when last season is when Tavares retired. Like, a bunch of players left on freeze, as well as a bunch of players on loan. Like, one player who I sold, Dion Donahue, to Colorado Rapids. The thing is, if I go into the club and the club information, he is one of the favoured personnel. It wasn't a good decision with the fans, but I wasn't playing him, and it was given in game time. Now this season, I bought in Federico Ricci from Swansea because Swansea got relegated, and he is now my right inside forward, and I think he can push on to become better. That's his one career achievement, getting relegated. He's been around. He was at Sassuolo. No, he wasn't. This was the first year of the game, wasn't it? Yeah, I think he's actually at FC Chrono. Is he? Yeah, actually no, he's at Sassuolo in real life. However, he didn't play with Sansone because he was just better. As well as also brought in Federico Trivulzio as a left back because of Suleiman Olisaga with him. Like, he had a 9.0 rating against Antwerp, and a 7.1 rating against Villarreal. He's been playing well. He got promoted with Sassuolo in 2021, it's saying. So yeah, that's a bit there. Like, a bunch of players went out. Cullen went out. Valeribi went out. Ricardo German went out. He wasn't really performing well. Laurie, Housel, Besnick. So yeah, a bunch of players have gone out as well. Now, just a bit more about the transfer centre. Like, it's got Suleiman leaving. However, if he leaves, well, that was just me looking at goalkeepers. So if we go all the way up to the top, and then go to position, not role, God's sake. And if I go to position, is defender left. Then, where has he gone? He is not here anymore. Some news trying to get in is Dirk Van Essen, who's wanted by Man City, Leverkusen and Sporting Club de Portugal. And, I would like to get him in. The thing is, they're unlikely to sell him. He would be my best right back. The thing is, he has a release fee of 21 million. The thing is, I'm happy to trigger that. The thing is, I only have a budget of 17 million. So if Sullivan's transfer goes through, which is 10.25 million, we retain 100% of transfer revenue. I could then adjust the budget. That'll give me 900k now. I'm just going to give myself a bit more to play with agent fees. So yeah, that is how it works, and we've been doing well. Finances have, so this is from the start of the game, so it went down. There, that was this, that jump up there was after the FA Cup money came in. It went down again. That was promotion. Getting a nice good bit from the Championship. Went down. Was that? No, that wasn't promotion to the Championship. That was the sell. That's the selling of Ryan. Where's the selling of Ryan Seeger? I think that was the selling of Ryan Seeger, and we only started to make more money. This was getting into the Premiership. Sudden fall down because of transfer. Sudden fall down again. Sudden jump up again because of all prize money, and back level that. But on here you can see sudden profit spikes. FA Cup, promotion, Ryan Seeger being sold. Made a loss of 30 million in some months, but that's because the stadium's only being improved. Sudden jump up in prices again, and it's going down again. Anyway, this video's already been 25 minutes long, and it's just been me talking. So this has been episode 0, technically. Anyway, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more.